Yes, I really don't know what I'm going to be talking about this evening. I don't even know where I'm going to start off with a striking of a conversation. All I know is I just tried to do some videos to upload like I always do, and I noticed I kept getting quite a few of them copyright strikes, and I'm like, copyright strikes for what? And it didn't really kind of give me too much of any information other than you can't write comments. And first of all, I'm paying for CapCut, and if I'm paying for CapCut, I should be able to use CapCut as I choose to use CapCut because I'm paying for it. It is a program that allows you to create templates. Now you can run the templates that they doing, or you can add to the template, or you can take away from the template like you do any of the other templates. Now you're saying that I cannot use my templates on here, or I don't really know what you're saying because you're not talking directly at me. You're just sending those subliminals, and I'm not understanding what the subliminals are supposed to be for. Now I took a couple of them off of there, but I can't keep taking my videos off, and I'm not knowing what the heck I'm being copyrighted for. I'm not trying to infringe on anybody else's work or steal their ideas. I have my own ideas, and I'm authentic. I can't, as a matter of fact, I don't want to do anybody else's stuff but my own, and it has to be original. If it cannot be original, then it cannot be me, and if it can't be me, it definitely can't be coming from a beacon of light. And that's what I flash around on this channel, me being a beacon of light. And so if I can't be that beacon of light that I am, that I was selected by God, not by man, but by God to be, then what would I be doing with anything? I mean, I pay for CapCut, and I'm paying for CapCut because I like CapCut. Now, I do got a Mojave. I think I still, I hope the heck I don't. Excuse me. Yes, I am still sick. Still sick. And my cough is getting heavy and thick again. And this is the same cough that they were working with 5 months ago. And when I got out the hospital this time, when I got out the hospital recently, they gave me no medication, remember? And they didn't send me to physical therapy. And I've been trying to give myself physical therapy, and I'm still walking with the same limp. I still have the same sore body. So therefore, I have not made no progress on anything other than trying. And so, getting back to the videos, I just wanted to put that out there for those of you who may care about the fact that I was in the hospital fighting for my life and almost died. And I was in there for 10 days, and then they sent me home only to go back for another 5 days until they tried to figure out what they were going to do with me because the girl that I was living with told the ambulance driver not to bring me upstairs because they were packing and moving out of there because she got evicted. Now she was able to get her stuff, so she say, out of the apartment, but my stuff and my sister's stuff and are still in the apartment. And you know, my sister's cerebral palsy. She can't do anything. She can't really pack anything. I just got out the hospital, but I do have someone to pack for us. You know, I always try to think ahead when it comes to my sister because she can do very little just like me. And I always try to make sure that she gets the same program services as me. That being said, our life right now is a disaster. And then I'm trying to upload my videos now that I am out of the hospital, and it seems like I'm doing a good job of that. But it just seems like I can't move too far to the right. I can't move too far to the left. If I move my shoulder, I'm bumping into somebody's program or service or something. If I move if I move my left shoulder, I'm bumping into somebody's whatever they got going on. But I don't have anything going on, right? If I walk backwards, I may be stepping on the front of somebody's toe. if I go forward, I might be stepping on the back of somebody's heel. Knock it off. Why don't you? Because if you keep trying to box me in a corner, then I am going to come up out of it fighting. And trust me, who's going to be the best winner? No, I'm not going to just stand for somebody to be trying to boss me around, bully me around. You better go find you some kids to bully and boss too, because I'm not that one. But what I will do is come up out of this corner fighting. And when I get through fighting, I'm going to be laying it on you. There's going to be some spiritual blows thrown. And you ain't going to like them spiritual blows. I don't care what you're doing and who you are and what credentials you got. Because God can bring you down. Don't ever think that you can't lose what you got, because you can. Especially when you're messing with one of his. That ain't got nothing to do with what you may be going through in life, how you feeling, maybe how you looking at me or how you feeling about me. That's your business. I'm only on one mission and one mission only, and that is to do my job for the Most High God very well. It ain't got nothing personally to do with anybody other than me doing that, fulfilling what I'm supposed to be fulfilling. Now, if that means that I got to bring a correction to you or something like that, so hey, I'll be bringing it. Because I don't bow down to no one. I do exactly what he say and him only. And now that is my job. Just like you got a job, I got a job too. But my job, I believe, outweighs yours by numbers. I believe it do. Now, I could be mistaken, but I believe it do. Because there is no way in the heck you can outrank me. Not with what I got. You don't even know what the heck I do. You only seeing me with some of these little lousy videos. I'm not trying to keep doing these template videos. I'm trying to do me. But before I could do me, I must be reestablished in order to get a solid foundation to do me. But until I could do that, I have to do me the best way that I can. If that's through those little templates, oh well, so be it. It's through the templates. But all of these platforms uses templates, and you know exactly how those templates work. And you've been using and accepting the CapCut templates, because they're just like all the rest of them, Mojave and all the rest of them. They're not infringing on anybody's happiness, peace, or anything else. They're not stepping on nobody's toes or any. It is the individual's choice of what they want to use as creating tools. When it comes to those creator tools or the creator templates and stuff like that, it's up to the creator what they choose to want to use. So long as their stuff is so long, well, if you ain't renting it, you can't use it. Well, to a certain degree, it'll let you use it, but not very much. You can't really do anything with them. You have to be, and you know, I got to be. If you go back on my videos, all of my videos except for the very first ones that's talking about Mojave, all of them are CapCut. So, where am I going wrong with the all of a sudden? And this is just recently. Maybe it's because of people that started liking my contents a little more or something like that. I don't know. Because I just certainly did have some jealous heads over there on TikTok until I had to get that stuff all ironed out. I'm not on no social media platform trying to holler at nothing but somebody that needs to be saved or somebody that needs some salvation or what have you not. I need a prayer, need a fixing, or need some hands on them. And I ain't talking about hands to fight. So people always getting the wrong conception about people, and then they place their little judgment. But they shouldn't be doing that, because you don't know me and you don't know what I'm on here doing, and you don't know why or how come I'm on here and how significant it is and how important it is. I mean, everybody on here got something important to do. Not if they ain't doing it for God, it ain't that important. No, I contest that one. I do contest it. Now, I say I have something very important to do if I'm working for God. That's what I say. So now I don't know what the heck you thinking and meaning by anything or nothing like that, because like I said, it's not very explanatory when it comes to why out of all the videos I done laid there and did, why all of a sudden my CapCut videos, which everybody pretty much uses CapCut, because CapCut, let's face it, they got the best videos. Who wouldn't want to use them? Man, you can go in there and find anything you're looking for. Anything. Well, almost anything, because I sure can't find anything. Well, I do a pretty good job of the thank you God, or uh, um, God said, the female warriors. I'm just naming a few that I mainly use a lot of. Um, I do sing, but I don't sing like that. I don't have music. I don't never have any music playing on my video unless it's a video that comes with the music playing. But I'll take that out of the video and just put me and my little song in there. I have a right to sing like everybody else. Is authentic. My voice is very authentic. And a matter of fact, that video that I did with the India hum to it, like Braveheart, I just wanted people to know that was me humming that tune. So I had to kind of come back in there a little bit with something else to let them know that was me. Yeah, I seem to be doing a lot. I seem to be doing a lot of things for God. I don't know what the heck he think. What do you think this is, Father? You uses me for a mighty heap of things here now. Now, you told me I was only going to be using my voice. Let me see. What was that? Maybe 3 or 4 times. That first time, that second time, and that third time. And I've been using my voice every single. I'm talking about the singing part of it now. Come on. But I don't consider myself a singer, but he do. And he loves my voice. So yes, I do sing. And so you cannot stop me from singing if I'm not creating any violations or anything. I mean, I'm not doing anything that I'm not supposed to be doing at all. The chat is hidden. I don't know why the chat is hidden. Maybe let me see here. I don't know. I have this on. Well, I don't want you guys to see me how I'm looking. Maybe that's why the chat is hidden. I do apologize for that, but it might need to stay hidden because the way I'm looking, and then I can't look presentable anyway because I don't have anything to look presentable for. I lost everything from just being in the hospital for that 10 days I was in the hospital. And once I went home, I was denied access to the house, denied access to my things that are in there, and not to mention my brand new computer, not to mention my brand new uh, what is that thing called, face recognition. You know what I'm talking about. And then that new the thing that translate languages. I try to have everything that I needed for my channel. I mean, I had to buy a piece at a time, but still, I had to try to get everything that I needed for my channel, for all of my platforms. And I mean, not just for well, my favorite channel is YouTube, but I haven't really been on YouTube like that. I'll put my stuff on there for the whole month and come on there and check the progress or whatever, because I can't be on YouTube the way that I really want to be on YouTube until I start getting the subscriptions that I need to take it a little step further with the what is it, the thank yous and the one or the the uh, um, There are other things in there, the super chat and all that stuff. But gee, I can't seem to do anything because the more I try to do something, it seems like I always have this challenge that I got to go through with people. I'm so sick of it. Is it slowing me down? I don't have to explain me to anyone. Nobody else seems to go through the problem explaining their self to anyone. So why do I have this unnecessary rendezvous with people? There's always people that's working on these platforms. I only see my little views or whatever the case may be. But the people that's working on the platform, they see you and your content and your little views, and they can tell if you kind of doing a little something or another on here better than you can. And so whenever there's somebody feeling all darn threatened, and there's always a female. You can see me quite well, but I can't see you. But you're all threatened and all that. What are you threatened for? Get you some Jesus. If you threatened by me today, get you some Jesus so we both will have Jesus. That's all I'm doing is speaking, I'm speaking, I'm giving salvation to those that want it. Speaking it into their life. That's how you give it to them. Speaking it into their life. And then I'm trying to be the best inspiration that I could be for people that's down, for people that's out. I try to be the best Samaritan that I can be for them, the ones that don't have anything. But you know what? I was just like them too, and I'm still like them. I don't have anything either, but what I do have, I got a mind to utilize to get things. And I don't just have a mind, I have a big heart. And then my heart is pure. That's why I can do things and not think about what I'm doing, and look at it as really helping somebody and not doing something for something in return. You can't get something in return for somebody that don't have anything. I wish people would stop doing that, acting like they helping people. If you don't want to help someone out of the kindness of your heart, then don't help them at all. Because when you run around trying to act like you're helping them from the kindness of your heart, and you have other agendas already set, you might be hiding it from that person, but you can't hide it from God. And so when God make you trip over your feet or your heel, you have no one to blame but yourself. When you could have just did the right thing from the beginning. And that's why, in the situation that I'm in now, where I can really, really use some help, I don't even want any help. I'm scared to even receive help. I done been around so many people that act like they helping you and they don't be helping you. They only doing it for their little mischievous reasons or whatever, or they try to do it just to, some of them try to even have the audacity to do it to talk about you. Some of them try to do it just to outshine you. Some of them try to do it just to be thinking that you really owe them something in return. you know. So I'm not very keen on, and I'm trying to get out of that because I need to get out of it because I'm around people on the platform that don't. There is a lot of people right now on Facebook and on TikTok that don't mind helping me, but before they can even help me, I gotta be able to ask them to help me, and they want me to ask them to help me. They're eager to help me. You know why? Because they really genuinely love me, and I'm sure I'm going to have the same kind of people on this platform. I'm a lovable person. Come on. I'm not just on here teaching about the Word of God or talking about the Word of God or trying to point people in the direction of hearing the Word of God or understanding what faith is or understanding what the blood is or I can go deeper and deeper. I'm just that's all I'm saying. That's my cue, going deeper and deeper until eventually I have you involved in what's out there in the cosmos, in the galaxy, which is my favorite topics. But since nobody really knows the galaxy like that, and you get to talking about things in the galaxy and things in heaven, and people get to just, oh, she can't, that's, well, how come in the heck it's so genuine and authentic for you to be talking about some mess that doesn't make any sense, that you made up, but I can't be talking about some things that I know for real because I done been up there and came down from there. I can't be talking about what I know, right? But you only can be talking about what you got to make up. I don't have to make up anything that comes out of my mouth. And then, the thing about it is, when I get to talking too much about the things that I know, they start coming to surface. And then I start looking like, I really be trying to hide them because I don't want them to come out. I don't want them to come to surface. I don't want people to observe that, because I don't want people to label me as the first thing they're going to label you as a witch. Why do I got to be a witch? Because I have magic. Why I got to be a witch? How come I can't be an angel? Well, they ain't got no magic, right? They don't have powers, right? I gotta be a witch. It's a difference in an angel and a witch, just like it's a difference in a warlock and a beacon of light, which is the same thing as an angel. They're all the same thing, and their category of what they are, divine. And you definitely got to be divine to be working with divine tools, powers. And the more you exercise your divineness, the stronger you get in your powers. And then, people start seeing that. And, I really try to be limited, and I try to be unresourceful as possible. But it's something about that spiritual part of me. Yeah, I can dumb me down all in one, but I can't dumb down the spiritual part because it takes over everything. It outshine, it out governs, it out run, it out talk, it out hear, listen, see, everything. It outdoes everything because it's spiritual. And so when you're trying to dumb yourself down, like I do, you're hiding something that you don't want people to see, or you don't want people to know anything about. And then all of a sudden, while you study doing what you're supposed to be doing, and you study reaching out to people, and you study building up your stripes that you have not lost, and on your shoulders that nobody see on those wings, and don't nobody even see your wings, don't nobody even see your halo except for the ones that are spiritually gifted. They see your halo. And the ones that's full of the demon minds, because they ain't demons, they demon minds, uh, 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 um, what would be a good word for them? They're demonized targets. I'll put it that way. This sounds a lot pleasant until they run across me with that demon stuff, and then they get flipped. Because I fight demons all the time. Demons and devils. So I don't have a problem saying that. I fight them all the time. Been fighting them all my life. Been fighting them all my life. And so I don't have a problem saying that. And so, when they get all flipped and tied up, and it's something about them when they know they done messed up. And then they try to later and try to recover real quickly after they know or realize that they made a mistake with the wrong person. Oh, this is not an earthly. This is a spiritual person. Oh, wow. If I would have known that, I wouldn't have. Oh, too late now. And you know now. Then they try to play the super trick. Ain't no super trick going on, because you can forget it. Your super trick should have been when you was trying to do what you was doing but you wasn't estimating that the person that you was trying to do it to already knew what you was up to before you even tried to do it. That's just how it works with me. And yeah, it's odd and strange, but it is it is the truth. That's how it works with me. And then I don't fit into anything. I really don't. I tried. I remember I tried my best. I tried. You guys need to check out some of my me videos. I tried to fit in. I'll tell you this mucus is really trouble. This is how I ended up going in the hospital. Because that mucus kept trying to cover my airway passage, the tubulin, the fallopian tube, that long airway pipe. And because the mucus is thick and it's spongy like, and when it gets over that flap it will cover it, and it'll be hard to remove it from that. And then yes, of course, it's going to have me gasping for air, and you keep hearing me kind of coughing, but keep hearing the cough being kind of silent because it's so deep and that mucus is so thick. You don't really hear the mucus until until it releases itself from the attachment, and then you can hear the mucus a little bit. But yes, that's exactly how I ended up in the hospital, and all I'm doing is having a recounter of what I just went through. For me to have been in the hospital for 10 days, it was very serious because they barely want you in there a day. You gotta be really, really sick to be in there that long. Yeah, so yeah. But anyways, I am I suggest you guys really check out all of my videos, all of my contents. For those of you who are following me, and thanks so many of you for your comments. I really enjoyed. I enjoyed seeing the comments before I really got to looking at them and reading them. And then I'm sorry, I I didn't know if I'm supposed to mark the little, the little look like a little flower or something with your profile on it or something. I didn't know if I was supposed to mark that or if I was supposed to comment. I think I did comment on a couple of them, but I'm like, am I even supposed to be commenting or am I just supposed to? I don't know, because I know each platform is a little bit different too, and I tell everyone I really knew Facebook until I had started going to TikTok and all the rest of these, and now coming back to YouTube, I kind of don't even know YouTube. But I do know that you can make some very nice videos on YouTube, and you ain't got to stick with that 10 to 6 minutes, 6 minutes on Facebook and 10 minutes on TikTok. That's why I said I'm hoping to make some very nice content, because if you look at my videos before I got to going to TikTok with these little 10-minute videos here, and 6 minute video. Well, CapCut's them videos. Some of them is kind of long, like they ain't long, and some of them is really short. So yeah, you can only be getting what you're getting from them. But if you're doing everything like I said, completely authentic, you're not even really tripping off the templates, because you're doing your own thing, which is what I've been trying to do. And it took buying the right things for that, just for my stuff to just mysteriously disappear. Oh, I don't know. I keep saying I'm not going to talk about that stuff, because you can't really cry over spilt milk if it's already been spilled. You can only try to do your very best to in my situation, try to get me a place, and then after that, try to work on getting my stuff all over again. But until then, me and my sister do got to wear some clothes, I believe. I may be mistaken on that too, but we do need some kind of clothes. So I'm really trying to figure out, okay, if I'm getting a room. I can't budget to get a room because you're gonna have to pay what they're asking for the room. But so I'm not even going to try to budget with that. I'm glad that the rooms are what they call a suite. They call it a suite because it's got a microwave and a refrigerator in it. That is not a suite. But anywho, if that's what they want to call it, fine by me. But yes, it's a struggle right now. And it's going to be a struggle. But the best news I guess I could have out of all of that is the fact that I happen to be, or happen to have found out, and that might not even be no good news either because they play games too. I remember going down there, and I remember everybody that went with me, and there they found seemed to have found something wrong with them, and they couldn't be added on to my lease. And I'm talking about housing now. But I just found out yesterday that I am approved for 15 different properties under housing, and all I got to do, and they make it seem like all I got to do is get to Sacramento, and once I get there and get my room, and then they want me to get a mailbox. A mailbox costs money, you know, because I gotta have something, some kind of address for them to send the paperwork to. So since I don't know anyone there with that with an address, I can use the motel, or I can use a post office box, something like that. But if I use a post office box, I've seen the prices; they pretty high, like every 3 months. So I'm like, gosh, gee, why do I gotta trying to figure that part out? Maybe I should just use the motel because hey, if I'm living there temporarily, I should be able to use their address, right? As my physical address for right now. And I shouldn't have to get no P.O. box or anything. I don't think so. No. I think I should be able to use it, and it's not going to hurt to ask about that too. Yeah. And now I think I don't resolve that part. Now I got to resolve all the other parts. Cause I don't know. Now you can hear the mucus. Let me get another one of these cough drops. I just ate one. It took a minute for it to dissolve. These are all the berries, and they're very good. Very good cough drop. Let me see here. I'm sorry. I apologize for that. I shouldn't have. Well, I thought I was gonna be okay. I didn't know I was gonna be doing all this coughing, but okay. What is going on here? I should not be there. Okay. And this thing have a tendency of cutting me off when it get ready too. Mm, yeah, I don't know what's going on here. I can't see anything, and it looks like if I move this, yeah, it's got to be off. I apologize, you guys, but yeah, if I if I unhide the chat, then you'll see me looking rough as ever. So I don't want nobody seeing me like that. And I really don't. Let me get a couple of little pieces of clothing, even if they come from the Goodwill or somewhere. I don't want nobody looking at me like this. I then do something to my hair. I don't know why, but it's so sad when people put you in a disposition like this. And I thought I wasn't looking. I definitely wasn't looking to be put in a disposition like this or held my sister in a disposition like this. When I left that girl's house going to the hospital, I was just saying, finally, this is it. If I can finally get me some help and get back on track and get back home. It never dawned on me that when it was time for me to come home, I didn't have a home to come to. And then she was on the top step talking mess with her cousin and her friend, and that's why you're getting this done to you, because you you talk too much shit. I said, first of all, I'm grown, and I'm growner than all of you. And for you to say something like that, I guess you'd be talking mess to your mom too, but I'm not your mom. And you better be glad I can't get up them stairs. Because if I could, I have something for all of you. And then, especially when I found out the 10 days that I was going away from my sister, they wasn't even feeding my sister. Oh, I could have just really took that little bitty tank and got to work on it. For real. That's how I felt. How do you do somebody like that can't do anything for themselves? I said, but that's okay. God has that whole situation. I don't know what you're doing over here, but you better not be taking none of my money. What is you over here doing? I'm finna say, because this thing won't even work for me. And I don't know how they cut my card off. They cut my card completely off. I gotta get a room tomorrow, and I don't even have access to my card. The vendors did. And that card that they supposed to have been mailing me like 4 days ago, it might not be in the mail until the 6th. And the person that's taking me to Sacramento, they ain't coming back over here. And I'm in, what is this, Marysville, California, unless there's somebody on here listening to me that lives in Marysville and can leave something in my inbox or something for a ride to Sacramento. Because it is quite a few people on here that's in surrounding areas, even the Bay Area. You know, like I've met people from Stockton on here, and people from, well, there's quite a few on here from Sacramento. There's probably somebody on here from Chico and, abroad. Yeah. But you don't know until you mention it, so you have to do your own networking. And I ain't talking about for no dang stalkers and stuff like that. Oh, they just kill me with that stuff. What is somebody gonna be gaining the gain stock bank? You got to gain stock somebody that got something or somebody that ain't got nothing. Who you gonna be after? It sounds silly to me to be after somebody that ain't got nothing. But then nobody knows me here. And it's crazy. It really is. I've been out here for almost 40 years and don't nobody know me. Well, I don't know anybody either, so I'm just saying. I should know somebody, I guess. I don't know. I just keep to myself. Yeah. I keep to myself and people don't even know me. They rarely know me. If they do know me, they only know me through my kids, and that's it. And I try to keep to myself, but at the same time, if somebody needs some help or something, I do try to help people. I do. Even though I don't have very much, I do try to do what I can for them. And yes, people, everybody got free will, but sometimes you don't have no free will to be in situations that you are. Circumstances just unforeseen circumstances just arise, and we've all been there, where unforeseen circumstance can turn your whole life upside down. And I don't know why people ain't never, why people act like they ain't been there and did that. Oh, they got free will. Everybody got free will. You got free will to be a god or a goddess. And you got free will to just be a jerk too, I guess. That's how I feel about it. You got a lot of people that got free will to just be a jerk about it. Like this girl that was having this discussion on TikTok. Now, what people, everybody has their own opinion about things, and that's the uniqueness of the First Amendment, is you having your own opinion, you know. And so their opinion fly, really. But when it comes to somebody else's opinion, their opinion isn't so fly. And then, it sets up room for anger and this and that and the other. Well, it shouldn't do that if you're saying that you're open to this and that and the other. And the first thing you should be is open to all type of discussions and conversations when you're on these platforms, because you never know if you're gonna get a Billy Bob Thornton or either and Billy Bob, I love him, very good actor, or either Charles Manson, for real. Don't you want to be prepared? If people asking you questions, you want to be prepared to answer them. You get a crazy maniac, then I don't know. I just say if you get a crazy maniac, just try to be a somewhat try to be somewhat focused. But if they get to being too crazy, my motto is to just get crazy right along with them. No, you want to be acting like that? Well, we both could act like that then, okay? Because if you want to ask a silly question, I'm gonna give you a silly answer. I really will. I have zero tolerance for people like that, for real. I don't. I have zero tolerance of people with the bull crap. Period. Because I feel like it offsets my destination. It offset the things that God got me doing. I'm telling you, my purpose is, gosh, is my purpose is up there. It's high demand for it. It's a high demand for me to be at my best and to be excellent with it. So here comes somebody and come and out of 32,000 people, they'll come and just look at you, walk off, probably go around the room or wherever they go, and then they'll come back and ask you one thing silly, and then offset your whole day with it, because they'll go into the AY. They'll go all the way AY. And the next thing you know, you're like, what the heck? What happened? Now I was doing good until they hit that wrong button. They hit the wrong button, they pushed the wrong button, or maybe they might have kicked me on the hand and I felt the tap of it, I don't know. But we all have that. We do. That was the day. Do not touch my hands. Do not. Don't be hopping up in my face with the nonsense. I'm telling you, we all have those moments. And so, with that being said, and I know darn well I have those moments. You know. Yes. Hi. I'm doing a video. Yeah. Okay, that's good. Can I do my video? Because you come all the way in here to tell me that. Okay, can you go back that way? So I can do my video. I'm almost done with it. I'll be done with it. No, thank you. No, that's not what you was telling me. You was telling me something else, sister. Now come on now, be nice. Be nice. The people don't need to hear what you just said. I hope they didn't hear it. Go. Gee, my goodness. Now I was just saying that. Coming from all left field with what she just said. Nobody want to hear that, and I hope y'all didn't hear it. I'm hoping. If you did hear it, it's not my fault. It really isn't. Mm-mm. Lordy B. Lordy, Lordy B. Mm-mm. But yes, I truly apologize for the videos don't have no title to them. I didn't know what to do with them. I just started to, I put them on there, but I looked at them and I really wanted to take them back off. And I'm like, no, I'm not going to take my videos off. I'm going to leave them just like they are. It's their fault that they ain't got a title on them, because every time I did something, it was something to be said about the video. So I was like, I don't know what to do with them. All the videos these days, and I don't like them like that, but they all are like that now. They talk, or they be reading the inscription of whatever it is that's written on there on the video. Or if it don't read it, you can set it to read it, or whatever the case may be. You can set it to read your videos yourself too. I just don't like all that reading and stuff on my video, because it it takes away from the video. If you picked a nice video to create, and you got all them words running across the screen and all that, it takes away from it. You don't want that in your video, but you ain't got no other choice but to have it in there. And that's for sure, because the template was made that way. And that's just like they were saying, because 1 minute video or something like that, you can't make a comment. Where do you find a room on that video to make any kind of mint? You barely can put a title to it. What do you mean? No, I wasn't making a comment. That is not my comment on there. The video came like that. All the videos come like that. When I'm doing biblical videos, sometimes it'd be really hard to pick them out because of how the videos are presenting themselves to you. And so I just like the God videos, thank you God videos, and I like the warrior videos. Sometimes I'll try to look for some angel videos. Sometimes they might have some nice ones up there, and sometimes they may not. That's just like it's the same way with it's the same way with the thing, the warrior ladies. Sometimes they may have some nice ones, and sometimes they might not. And now I downloaded about a good 16 videos with the intent of putting them up on YouTube for my channel, because I only upload 4 videos a week, and that would have been perfect for the whole month. But when I started seeing the copyright strikes, and they didn't make sense, and I know it wasn't no music other than whatever was playing in there. Well, it wasn't no music, it was them talking. And then they started saying because of this and because of that. I'm like, I don't know what they're talking about. I have no idea what. And then they're talking about pressing a new tool. Pressing it for what? What does that got to do with me getting a copyright? If I haven't did anything to get the copyright. And usually when you're renting those creators, like I said, when you're renting those, you should not be held accountable for that that creator's video uh, um, however they did it. I don't know. However they did the video, especially those popular formats, creators, templates, and they know that CapCut is very popular, very popular. It's more popular than those than the creators that we are accustomed to using. Well, CapCut got them beat, and you don't even you can use CapCut off of your desktop, or you could use it off of your phone. Yeah, uh, it's got them beat. Yeah, and I like it. I like CapCut because you can find pretty much what you're looking for in no time. Just type it in there. It's gonna pull it up. I'll pull up a whole bunch of it. And you get to respond to their video, like it. You know what I'm saying, right then and there, and save it as a favorite too. But you don't know if you might need it again. And I think that's pretty cool. And you can hear the voice changing with this mucus. And if I don't get off of here now I'm not even sounding like me. I'm sounding like something else. Goodness, gee. Peace, love, and light to each and every one of you. Thank you for joining me, Wisdom, on my channel. Please like, share, and subscribe as you are on here checking out my content. And please don't hesitate to go to my other channels to check out my content if you choose to. Most importantly, your feedback means everything to Wisdom. So if you have anything that you want to make a comment about, please do so. And I'm not going to say I'll get right back to you. I'm not going to say that. But I will get back to you. I will. It's not going to be a right back to you. Because I be bouncing around the globe for real. And then I have everybody who wants to talk to me while I'm bouncing around, especially TikTok. I don't be wanting to go. Sometimes I don't be wanting to go in there to do my videos because everybody in there is very, very familiar with me, and they be wanting to talk, and I'm just about my work. I'm not. I'll say, hey, how you doing? Make it hold a real quick conversation with you. But if I'm on there working and I just want to work and do my job and get off of there and go to the next platform, that's all I want to do. I don't want to just be sitting up there talking all day to them when I could be working. But I do have some I have some very good friends on there. Now I can really sit back and say I have some friends, and I've never had any friends all my life, but I can say I have some friends on there. And friends are people that help you out when you need them, and they don't ask you no questions. And they do a lot of things for me. As a matter of fact, they just they just cleaned up my channel because I wasn't able to do it. I mean, I was in the hospital for 10 days. Before I went to the hospital, I was fighting like heck to keep from going to the hospital. And I get out the hospital thing. I'm trying to set a day to go on there to start cleaning everything out. And why do I go on there and it's all nice and clean? I'm looking at everything. I'm like, wait a minute. They've been on here cleaning my channel up for me and closing out my videos and doing this and doing. I said, you guys, it's so unestimatable. I said, but thank you, thank you. And I had to do a video to thank them because I really appreciated it. I'm over here trying to walk, barely can move. And yeah, they went and clicked out my channel for me. I really appreciated that too. I really did. And that's the second time they done did that. And I think our our boss, Master Wizard, is the one that had them to do it. Because he had them to do it the last time. So I'm like, oh, wow. Thank you guys so much. And then to look at all of those little flowers and stuff. We love you, Wisdom. I'm like, oh, it makes me feel important. And that's a good feeling to feel important by somebody. Gee, you know. So, yes, I have quite a few. Well, not quite a few. I got a lot of friends now, a lot of them. And many of them don't even speak English. And now I got to go do a live. I think I'll do a live on Facebook, and then I'll do a live on TikTok tomorrow because it allows me to go on there in the morning before I leave up out of here. It allows me to go on there and probably flip everybody's content once or twice and get up out of there real quick. I've already did my videos in there. I just need to do my live, and I wish I could just do a one of my promotion videos where you're supposed to set your date, and I think you can like add somebody on your channel or something like that. You set up your promotion, and then you participate in the little whatever they got going on, because you're supposed to be able to win up to $5,000 on there. I know I could use that 5,000. I need to be signing up for it really, because right now that $5,000 will come in handy for me, for sure. Um, and I basically don't have anything to. Yes. Matter of fact, I think when I go in there tomorrow, I'm gonna look for that because I still have time to sign up for it. I don't know what I'm gonna do after that because I don't know. I don't know anything about the thing that they're trying to do. I'm not really good in the games, playing the games, but I do be trying. So no, I think you got to have at least two or three people on your channel. Add them on your channel as a guest or something like that. I have a lot of them on my channel, so yeah. I think I will. Yes, yes. But right now, I'm gonna say that's it for now, and I'm going to catch you on the rebound with this conversation. I think this was a very nice conversation. I really didn't know what I was gonna. I always do that. I never know what I'm going to talk about. God just get the throwing things out, and I'm not here to insult anybody or hurt anybody's feelings or anything like that. But I wished I was in the know of what was going on with these copyrights because I mean I don't usually get them, and I couldn't understand why I got it, and now I see why people are moving on to other channels and stuff too. But I'm not going to let that stop me from being on here. But I would like some kind of explanation. Maybe they don't feel like they owe me no explanation. I don't know. But I feel like they do. Somebody should be telling me something, especially if I'm paying for CapCut. And CapCut should not be, uh, um, they should not be using that, their name because they're not supposed to use, that's considered wet ink. They're not supposed to use CapCut, the name, while I'm using CapCut. But I noticed that wet ink seems to be over a lot of things too, and it shouldn't be like that. So I'm going to have to say something to them about that because that's the third time I done seen their wet ink. And it shouldn't be showing at all. And then I could go find me another creator because I'll bounce around to another one real quick because I gotta make my little templates and stuff, and I'm so tired of that. I want to do my own stuff, like I was doing um, before I even left Missouri and came back to California. I was making some very nice videos, and this video is an hour. Yeah, it's an hour long. Wow, I cannot believe I talked a whole hour. But anyway, that's all I have for you guys right now. Peace, love, and light to you again. Always to the Most High God, who is the number one and head of my life and my household. And I love you unconditional, but just not in the bed. Thank you, and have a wonderful evening. Shalom. And make sure I'm getting this off of here right.